Welcome back to Teachable Moments with April. Happy Sunday. I'll be reading from the Daily Bread. The scripture is Luke 5:12 through 16. Jesus often withdrew to lonely places and prayed. Spending time with God. A river runs through it is Norman Maitland's masterful story of two boys growing up in western Montana with their mother and father. Their father was a Presbyterian minister. On Sunday mornings, Norman and his brother Paul went to church where they heard their father preach. One Sunday evening rolled around, there was another service and their father would preach again. But between those two services, they were free to walk the hills and streams with him while he unwound between the services. It was an intentional withdrawing on their father's part to restore his soul and be filled again to overflowing for the evening sermon. Throughout the Gospels, Jesus is seen teaching multitudes on hillsides and cities, and healing the sick and diseased who were brought to him. All this interaction was in line with the Son of Man's mission to seek and save the lost. Luke 19:10. But it's also noted that he often withdrew to lonely places. 5:16. His time there was spent communing with the Father, being renewed and restored to step back once more into his mission. In our faithful efforts to serve, it's good for us to remember that Jesus often withdrew. If this practice was important for Jesus, how much more so for us? May we regularly spend time with our Father, who can fill us again to overflowing. John Blase. What comes to mind when you think of a lonely place? When and where can you withdraw to simply spend time with the Father? Thank you for the reminder, Father, of my need to time spent with you. I need your grace and strength to renew my often weary soul. To learn more about spending time with God in prayer, visit christianuniversity.org/SF120. Bible in a Year. Esther chapter 1 and 2, Acts 5:1 through 21. If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. It's free. There's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many, many more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place, and that's what I love about it. When I came across it, actually on Spotify, and I thought I'd always been wondering how to do it, how to make that transition into it. And Anchor has made it so easy, and I am so glad that I have found it, and I've started my podcast for my social skills group, and hopefully I can use it for my students as well in my class. So download the free Anchor app or go to Anchor FM to get started.